Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this episode I am going to make pork buns, and this will become a series as well with my steamed and fried buns. So in this filling I am using pork belly. I have cut it very thin. I'm not cooking this. You can if you like, but I'm going to marinate it with some ingredients that will help soften the meat, and it will cook more in the process of steaming and frying. So it's up to you. Some people prefer to cook their meat first. I have also washed it with hot water and drain off the water very well. So that's my process. But if you decide to cook then the meat first, then go ahead and cook and add all your ingredients. Alright, let's start cooking. First of all, I'm going to add half teaspoon of baking soda. So this ingredient will help tenderize the meat, hence why I'm not pre-cooking it. So I will add half teaspoon of baking soda, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, half teaspoon of black pepper, 1 medium to large white onion sliced very fine, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, and start with 1 tablespoon first of the dark soy sauce, and just see if you want your meat a little bit darker, then by all means add another teaspoon. So for now I'm just going to start with the first with just 1 tablespoon, and I will mix that through. Okay, at this stage I'm going to just add half teaspoon of salt. That should do it. So we'll marinate our meat for about an hour, and I'll prepare our dough, and then we'll start assembling our pork buns. So let's get on with our dough. I have 1 cup of warm milk, I have a 1/4 cup of melted butter, I have 1 egg, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'll add 2 tablespoons of yeast and 1/4. So 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. Okay, give that a good mix. My next step, I'm going to add 3 cups of flour, and I'm also going to add 4 tablespoons of milk powder. If you don't have milk powder, you can add an extra 1/4 to 1/2 cup. So 1/4 of extra milk, warm milk. But I'll have everything in the description. I'll explain everything in the description below. I know milk powder is not available in some parts of the world, so you can go ahead and add extra milk, a quarter cup to half. That is our mix right there. I'm going to give it a good mix to form a dough. And because I'm doing a series of steam and fried buns, this is basically my normal base. From now on. So this is the dough that I'll always use. And I'm going to make different fillings. So that will be a series for me. So at this time I'm going to use my hands. Okay, and I'm going to get in and roll our dough. Okay, so our dough should be okay now. We're just gonna let it sit in the bowl. You can put an oil in the bowl and have our dough sit in there. Let it rise for about an hour or when it's double in size, and then we'll get on with assembling our buns exactly like the way I did with the lamb buns. So I have one dough here I prepared earlier on. It's double in size now. I'm going to use this and start assembling our buns. This time I'm going to use muffin paper and put it underneath. I am going to do a different flavour. I'm going to use pork and watercress. I always have to wash the watercress with hot water quickly. So you just tip it in the hot water, put it in the hot water quickly and then drain off straight away to get rid of the bitterness in the watercress. So that's what I have here. I'm going to add it together with our pork, with the last lot of buns I have here. I'm going to steam our buns for about 25 minutes and then I'll bring it out. I'm excited, especially I'm excited for the pork and watercress. Our buns are steaming away. Can I have a look inside? Can you see that? Look at that, guys. Look how nice. I'll show you a bit more. Look at that. Nice and fluffy. I'll put these back. Look at these, guys. Our buns are ready now. So these are the normal filling of pork. I'm still waiting for the pork and watercress to be cooked thoroughly, but I thought I'll taste it now while it's still hot. So let's check it out. Look how nice and fluffy. You know the fat part of the pork belly? It's so soft, it just melts in your mouth. So good. You want to come and taste it?
Yes.
Because remember we did the lamb flavour? And the meat is cooked too. Look, it's juicy in the middle. So good. I hope you get to try this recipe, especially the pastry too. I know I had a different pastry recipe for the lamb buns, but I think I am happy with this. I'm going to stay with this from now on, because these buns I have it in series because I have other flavouring or fillings, so it will become a series until I run out of ideas. But if you have any idea of what we should use for filling and help me out with my steamed bun series, let me know. I'll be really happy to give it a try. So let's finish it off here. Let's wait for our watercress and pork flavour and then we will close it off. Okay, so our watercress is ready. I am going to give it a try. Woo. Ooh. Oh man, wow, this is our watercress and pork filling, guys. Look at that, good stuff. It's all about food, it's all about food. Ooh. Sorry, I love this flavour, seasoning. It's juicy as well. I don't know if you can see the juice dripping out. Look. So this is my pork belly version of steamed buns. I'm going to fry some of them as well, and then I'll show you, well, I'll take some pictures. But thank you for staying and cooking with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn that post notification on for more videos. Take care and be safe. Bye for now. See you later.